Never the one to wait time unless I'm wasted or faded. Genius and lazy integrated, room busy just simulated. These sketches be resonated. I'm just saying I have all these dreams. In the work first, working at machines. Kissing at just pleasing the pieces. Got me popping amphetamines and chasing them with liquor. Just so I can die quicker. I have too much to live for. Too much greatness in store for this industry and game. Music and art will lead to fame. Listen as I flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, Dead Joe Gaming, with another Hot Toy 1/6 scale figure unboxing. Y'all see what we got here on the table. I cannot tell y'all how excited I am right now, yo. When I first heard of Mysterio being announced as a figure, he instantly became one of my grails. I'm going to explain why. I'm not even the biggest fan of Mysterio, like the comic book character. I'm not the biggest fan of him, right? Don't hate him, but I'm not the hugest, like the biggest fan, right? But the way Marvel and the MCU portrayed this villain was crazy. And what's even more impressive is that they somehow made the fishbowl look amazing in a movie. And I just knew this figure, I just had to have it. So as usual, stick around to the end of the video to see some cool poses. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your homies. You already know how we do. I don't understand where the confusion lies, okay? And without further ado, let's get into the box art. So as usual, we're gonna start off with the box art. So right here, Marvel Spider-Man Far From Home right there. We have a nice cutout right here of his fishbowl helmet with himself front and center. I'm really liking the it's kind of like I don't know if you would call it like a hologram or like a shift effect right here on the outside of his fishbowl helmet, but that's really cool. On the bottom, we have Mysterio right here, 1/6 scale collectible figure. On the side, we have Mysterio right there. On the back, we have all the little information, the little nice information, but y'all not here for that. I don't know what the fuck, like y'all not here for that shit. Other side, same thing, Mysterio. And on the bottom, we have an amazing Spider-Man Far From Home logo. Classic Marvel, okay. Now what's cool about this box, and I like when Hot Toys gets creative with their boxes, right? So what's cool about this box is it's a sleeve style box, right? So when you lift the sleeve up, let's see if I can do this. When you lift the sleeve up, it actually reveals. So you're left with the sleeve, right? The dome. And you're left with this beauty of box art right here. This is, y'all don't understand how hyped I am, but we're gonna act professional. We're gonna act professional right here, okay? That's what we're gonna do, all right? So right here, front and center, you have his drones. If you've seen the movie, you know. But you see his drones right here. Right here, same thing that was in the sleeve, but now we have a much better look at the costume we're gonna be. This is amazing. This costume is amazing. So we're gonna be looking at this costume, obviously, but Jesus Christ. Okay, wait. So now, right here, the Illuminati symbol right here, right? That's pretty cool. We have his name front and center on the bottom, not front and center, but on the bottom center. On the side, we have a Spider-Man logo on his chest that he has. Ooh, that's so cool. Holy shit. So we have, this reminds me, and this was a theory that a lot of people had, right? But this reminds me of the Eye of Agamotto that Doctor Strange wears. And a lot of people had theories that Mysterio in the MCU was going to be his universe's Sorcerer Supreme. Obviously, that didn't turn to be true. You guys already know. But this is very, very cool. I like the magic effect right here with the technological effect going on the back, on the bottom, on the sides, I mean. And then right here, we have some explosions and a lighter tone Spider-Man symbol. So that's the box art for the most part. And if we open it, oh my God, if we open it, we get a very nice shot of Spidey fighting Mysterio and his drones that wraps around the box. So if you see here, if I kind of move this, I'm actually going to move Spidey back just a little bit. move you back just a little bit, big homie. Okay. So as you can see, we have him right here. If you open it, Spidey is fighting Mysterio. And here's the main box. So as usual, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get all the pieces laid out, and through the power and the magic of editing, I will see you guys in literally a second. All right. And we're back. What's up? Thank you for being patient, everybody. You know how we do it. We got a Thanos snap our way to the quick cut. Okay. So now that we have all the pieces laid out, we're gonna do a brief but detailed overview and my initial thoughts in hand on the pieces. Okay. So I think for the most part, you know how we do. To resist temptation, we're just gonna put old Quentin back to the side. And we're gonna start with the accessories. So as usual, you're gonna get a flight pole so you can give him those airborne poses that we all so love. So there's your flight pole. You have a very nice hexagonal Spider-Man Far From Home base that you can, obviously stand him on. This is very nice. So I'm liking this. I really am. Peter, as usual, normally all your MCU figures come with some kind of customized base. But this is really nice. So we get that same Illuminati style Eye of Agamotto symbol on the base that I showed you guys on the box, along with, looks like some lightning effect. I am loving this purple tech like feel to it. I'm liking that imagery. The letters are, they have texture to them, so that's actually really nice. And then on the bottom you have Mysterio. Okay, so there you go. And then you have your normal, copyright and all down the bottom. So that's going to be that. You have a waist grabber. There are, as usual, padded, lined on the inside of the waist grabber. However, with this figure, now normally with a figure that has like a spandex type of suit or something like that, you generally, from what I've heard, now I've just started collecting. This is only my third Hot Toys figure, but from what I've heard in a lot of groups that I'm in, these grabbers can, if left unchecked over time, they can create like indents in the suit of your figures, depending on the material that the suit's made out of. So, I mean, you take that for what you will. I heard a good solution to this is using the grabber to just hold the leg of the figure. So that's what I'm probably going to do. And like I said in the beginning of the video, just make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video for some cool poses. So that's that. All right, so we got the base out the way. Now, as far as the hand, oh my God, this is crazy. All right. So for those you don't know, this is, and I think I said it in the beginning of the video, but if I didn't, I'll say it again. This is one of my grails. So to have this in hand is crazy. But as you guys can see here, if my camera focuses, as you guys can see here, we have a very, very nice detailed hand of the glove. Or a very nice detailed glove right here. And when I tell you guys that the feel of this hand is crazy. It's texturized. I'm loving the gold on the back of the knuckles. That's really cool. I'm loving this design right here and this design on the thumb. And you have a very dark green that is not too obvious of a green, but it's still like, it's green. So it's really nice. It has that cinematic feel to it. So this is amazing. Right here, you're gonna get 2 extra pieces. So these pieces are for when you want to use, and as you guys can see, and we'll go over that in a minute, but if you want to use the Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt with the suit, these pieces are what you would use, because you're going to be, I think you're going to be taking the cape off. So these pieces will be replacing the pieces on the cape, so you can still have that uniform look. Right here, you're going to get, so in the movie, Mysterio does what is perceived to be magic at the time. So these are his, his ability, like his magic ability. Now, what I'm really liking about this is the translucent green on this piece. It's, you can kind of see through it a little bit if my camera focuses. You can kind of see through it, but the overall coloring of this piece, the design, the way that they personified the effects that were in the movie, this is great. This is absolutely amazing. Now in the back, so these don't fit peg style. There's actually dedicated hands that you would use in order to use these. So if you see right here, there's these small indents, like these little grooves. And these are specifically, which segues into the next accessory, for these hands. So these hands are going to be what you would use to actually use, you know, this piece. So they would kind of just like fit. Let me see if I can, yeah, they would kind of fit like right there. I think I'm using the wrong hand, but you get the idea. You get the damn idea. But they would just fit in like that, and then you would put this on the figure, okay? So, but it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing with these hands. A very nice gold coloring with nice texturized gloves, and that dark green. So now let's move on to, now this is my first head sculpt that I've owned. Spider-Man Far From Home homemade suit did not come with a head sculpt, so this is the first head sculpt that I've owned. This is crazy to hold in hand and to see it in person. Now, there was a lot of debates because Hot Toys released, when they first announced Mysterio, they released, I guess it was like prototype Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpts. And they, you know, I have to admit, they weren't the greatest. But this, y'all, this is crazy. So let's real quick. So this is obviously sculpted hair, right? So this is sculpted hair, but it's amazing. Like it's absolutely amazing. It looks like Jake Gyllenhaal. Like they have the slim features of his jawline. They have the nice beard. The eyes, if you guys can see, if my camera will focus, I'm not sure if it will focus, but there we go. The eyes are amazing. Now I have to get me a pair of Edith glasses. If I can get me a pair of Edith glasses, I will use this head sculpt more often. But for the most part, I probably will be just displaying Mysterio with the fishbowl helmet. But I mean, this is great. It's nothing else I can say. This looks like Jake Gyllenhaal. Now, I to this day, I will read a lot of comments that still say that the head sculpt is bad. Listen, at the end of the day, this is a head sculpt that we as collectors didn't know we were even getting in this box. And for Hot Toys to include this in the box is incredible. On top of that, like I said, is an incredible likeness and an incredible head sculpt. So shout out to Hot Toys. This is amazing. So let me just give you a side profile and I'll slowly rotate. Okay, and then we'll go to the other side. Okay. But everything from the paint application, the skin tone, the skin texture, everything about this head sculpt is great. All right, so Hot Toys, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all the MVP for that one. Now next we have what is a very, very impressive. So this is like Mysterio is also, you know, he's known for like being flashy, like with his effects and being very outgoing with his persona and stuff like that. So they included smoke effects. Now what makes these smoke effects really cool is that you don't need the base to actually use these, right? So these aren't technically a part of the base. As you can see, there's nothing that holds them down. It's just like a flat surface that you can just, you know, you could just sit. Ooh, that was not a great display. I'm too excited there. So it just sits right there. So you get two of them, right? And you know, you can just coil them around if you need to. You can orient them however you want to create the scene that you want to create. But these are beautifully painted. I'm again kind of like these, but this is more like a frosted green. I don't know, frosted, is that the word you would say? Like frosted, I guess. But these are really like a translucent green with a little bit of gray like brushed in to really give it that smoky effect, but still make it look like supernatural, right? So this is great. I'm really glad that Hot Toys included these two pieces, because I'm going to be, y'all, listen, y'all don't understand. All right, I'm gonna calm down, professional, right? But y'all need to stick around to the end of the video for these poses, man. All right, so you get two of those. Now, y'all waited, right? Moving on. Oh my God, bro. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. So as usual, we'll start from the top and go down, all right? So the fishbowl, okay? There was a lot of people who didn't necessarily like the seam, okay? I, for one, can tell you guys that I don't mind the seam. So as you can see, there is an obvious seam, right? I don't mind the seam. It's not terrible. It's okay, right? It's okay. I don't mind it. You're going to have this figure displayed 9 times 10 front and center like this, so you won't even see the seam. On the inside, if you guys can see, if my camera will do me the pleasure. So on the inside, you can see that that cloud on the inside is actually not just like a printout pasted on the inside of the fishbowl. It's an actual sculpted cloud. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy. So then around there you have like little effects on the inside of the bowl to give the cloud, the sculpted cloud, more of a supernatural feel to it. On the outside, or on the bottom of the fishbowl, you have his gasket around. It goes all the way around. Okay, it goes all the way around. Now, earlier I discussed these two little pieces. Like I said, you can take the cape off. I'm actually not sure how you take it off. That's the funny thing. I still have to play around with it and see. But as far as I'm aware, you can take the cape off for when you want to use the sculpted Jake Gyllenhaal head. And then you would just, like I said, you would just use these to replace these when you use the sculpted head. Now, guys, I wish I could explain to y'all how it feels to hold this pause, but this suit is absolutely amazing. I said before, and I'll say it again, Kevin Feige, Amy Pascal, MCU, Disney, whatever, whoever was able to make this suit look cool in live action, they deserve the biggest award, yo. Mysterio has one of the silliest looking costumes, even for comic book standards. And for them to take this suit and make it look as good as it did in the movie, and then portray that, for Hot Toys to then portray that on the figure, is even more impressive. So right here we have quite a bit of gold going around the abdomen. You have some red lined up around the rib cage, which is really nice. Now, the one thing that I did read was that these little diamond shape right here, they actually don't light up with any LEDs, but I did read that they glow in the dark, kind of, like, so I guess that's okay. I kind of would have liked to see them light up. That'd have been kind of cool, but nonetheless, I digress. That's still pretty. The figure's fucking amazing. It's probably like my second favorite figure, or maybe even my first favorite figure. I'm not sure. But right here we have an even brighter gold, and this is texturized right here, going straight down the abdomen. The suit itself is a very nice feel to it. You have these kind of like these rectangle patterns going along the bicep, actually around the whole suit. These rectangle patterns, and then it kind of shifts into a shade of gold as you go down, as you guys can see right there. The gauntlets don't really move. They have some kind of maneuverability, but not too much. You have these same gloves right here that I showed you guys earlier. They're the same style, and then it's the same exact thing on the other side. Moving down to the legs, you see right here, it's the same pattern. You see that you have some nice little, I don't know what I guess they're like diamond shaped, like, you know, like sideways diamonds, but they're really nice right here. You have these, what do you call these? Like leg guards, I guess. You have these leg guards right here. The OCD in me is screaming right now because these are asymmetrical. So, but I digress, does not ruin the figure for me whatsoever. Still really in love with this figure. Now, moving down, we're just gonna take these out. Moving down, the boots. These, you know what these boots remind me of, y'all? These remind me of Shazam's boots. If you've guys seen the movie Shazam, they remind me of Shazam's boots. But these boots, once again, they're just perfecting that gold color. And I gotta say, these are nice. Now, the wrinkles, what's really nice is that the wrinkles in the boot near the ankle joint are actually, it doesn't feel like it's sculpted. They're like sculpted wrinkles. So that's a nice attention to detail. But those are the boots right there. That's the top. And then you have texturized bottom right here. Okay. And then on the back, this is probably one of my favorite parts of this figure, everybody. The cape. This cape, oh my God, there's so much to unpack with this cape. So right down the back, we have this really nice pattern going down the back. Now the feel of the cape is, it's, in all honesty, it's a nice feel. It's a really, really nice feel. The designs just help to improve what is already damn near perfect. So right here you have obviously some nice symbols going down the one side of the cape. You do have a little bit of, that's not wired, but you do have a little bit of wiring on the very bottom of the cape. And what I did like is how Hot Toys already pre-folded the cape onto itself to accommodate that. So that's really nice. It's as you guys can see, it's a nice burgundy color cape. And listen, I have so many poses in mind. Oh my God, y'all just need to stay to the end of the video because this is gonna be crazy. This is wild. I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit because, you know, we gotta keep it clean up in this joint, keep it kind of PG, you know. On the back of the neck, same rectangular pattern right there, which is really awesome. And then on the back, like the back, you have this nice, this reminds me of Doc Ock, but you have this nice like vertebrae piece going down his back with the back plate armor, same color gold, and even more red accents on the back near the bottom of the spine. And then the accents that I showed you guys earlier from the front kind of just wrap around. Okay. So, and then obviously this is the underside of the cape, kind of like the same design and stuff like that. So that's really cool. So now going into articulation, he has quite a bit. Now the fishbowl helmet doesn't really move, right? So it doesn't really move, which is fine because like there's no eyes, right? So like for him to be able to move his head with the fishbowl on, it's like whatever. Like I don't really mind. You can't really tell which way he's looking anyway. As far as the arms, they go up to right about there. Okay. Forward. Let me see. Right about there. Okay. I'm not sure what just happened right there. But then we have that right about there. All right. Same thing with the other arm. Okay. The wrists are standard Hot Toy 1/6 scale wrist pegs. So you're gonna get some kind of maneuverability. You know, you can go full 360, you can go up a little bit, and you can go down a little bit, right? You do have a nice, I believe this is like a double joint elbow. Again, don't shoot me. I'm still collecting, so I'm still trying to understand the terminology, but you do have a nice elbow articulation right there. So that's going to give you, dang, he is so, whoa, what is his training program? What is he eating during the day? So you do have some nice elbow articulation. I am wondering if this suit, if using a prolonged period for a certain pose, if the suit will stick to itself. For the legs, you have right about there, and that's mainly because of this piece right here. And then it goes up right about there. Okay. The torso, there's a little bit of ab crunch in the torso, but it's not much, right? So, and he doesn't really rotate too much to either side. On the knee, same thing with the elbow, right about there. And the ankle, so you can go right about there, and then kind of basically back to neutral position, but he can go just a little bit down from neutral position. So yeah, man, this is that. So that does it for the articulation. Pretty standard articulation, honestly. Like I said, I'm going to be putting a Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt on here to show you guys some nice poses with both the fishbowl helmet and the Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt. And I'm going to be also incorporating Homemade Suit Spidey into some of these pictures as well. All in all, this figure is amazing. It's nothing that I can personally say more about this. Hot Toys, this is only my third figure, but Hot Toys, you guys have completely outdone yourself with this. Like, this is wild. The accessory list is a little on the short side compared to some figures, but like I said, the quality kind of overrides the quantity in this situation. So that's really cool. And this is just, I'm just so happy. I'm just happy. I'm excited. Yeah. Ooh, y'all don't understand. The time for being professional is over. Y'all don't understand how hype I am. All right, like that's just it. So that's going to do it for the Far From Home Mysterio 1/6 scale collectible unboxing. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, like I said in the beginning. Be on the lookout for my next unboxing video, which I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing for my next hot toy. I have quite a few on my wish list, and I'll probably end up purchasing one sometime this week or next week. And I also have a buddy that's willing to sell some of his Marvel figures off to me. Shout out to Chris, man. He's the one that introduced me to this hobby, this fun yet pocket demanding hobby. So yeah, man, that's going to be it for this video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, in my haste, I realized I forgot to show you guys how to remove the fishbowl helmet and replace it with the oh so good Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt. So what you do is grab it by the gasket. This is what I like to do. Grab it by the gasket, and then you just basically pull a little bit. There's this little tab right here. So when you're putting the head sculpt back on, you just have to thread the tab through right here underneath the collar. So you thread it through there and then you put it back on. But that's how you take off the fishbowl. Then you have your LED light source right here. Again, photos will be after this little quick cut, but you just basically tug on that. That'll come out. And then you take your Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt and you simply just push on and you're good to go. So that is how you do it. Okay, peace.